Okay, so I'm back and I wanted to talk to you about where have I been. Now, this channel is about entrepreneurship, business and finance. It's not about where I have been or my personal life, and I share a lot of personal stories. I'm happy to share it with you. But I think you would want to know about business, finance, M&A, Dan Pena, these types of topics. But this video is something I felt that I owe you an explanation as to where have I been. I have been posting for such a long time, over 200 plus videos in a very short period of time. I was posting every day and then I stopped posting. Well, I had been dealing and I had to structure a very complex tax maneuver that involved me to talk to multiple tax advisors in various different countries, to sit down and learn about the tax code of various countries. And I'm in the process of setting up company structures, to save taxes, to save legally, save taxes. And that required a lot of study. It's a very complex subject, and I wasn't used to dealing with it because UAE, which is where I was for about 5 years, did not have any tax. But now I'm in a position where I have to structure a tax maneuver. So that's something that was the main reason why I haven't been posting. Also, I have to be honest, the first 200 videos just came out of me because I had, so much has happened and there was so much in me, and it just came out. But after 200, 250 videos, I started to feel that I should give it a gap and let the content sort of come up, resurface, because I don't have script writers that I use that are framing the narrative or anything like that. I write the videos myself, and more than writing, I just express what happened and how I can add value to you. So I was thinking also about the direction of the channel. Do I want to keep doing the monologue, or do I want to start collaborations? So I have some, I'm thinking of doing some collaborations with some people. I was also thinking about how big do I want to get, because recently I was in Dubai some time ago, and I went into a store, to fix my suits. And I posted a video of me being in the store, and within probably like within 30 minutes, one of the subscribers was outside the store, and it was a very good, nice gesture for him to be there. He was very respectful, very nice. But I felt, okay, if my channel is relatively small right now, but if it grows, this could be an exponential effect. I mean, there could be an exponential effect of that. And and I'm happy to meet you guys and happy to greet you. There's no problem. But sometimes you may be in a complicated situation, and if the crowd is too big or anything like that, it may become a problem in the future, once the channel becomes big. So I'm not used to that. I'm used to being private. I'm not used to being public. Even the incidents of my life and the story that I have been sharing have been private. So when everything goes public, then and everybody knows you, then it's not a feeling that I've had, and I don't know anybody that has had that experience. So I'm just getting used to this whole thing, and so far we have about 3,600 subscribers. So it's very manageable, and it's a privilege to do this. But I was thinking about what would happen when it becomes 30,000, 300,000, 3 million, and what are the long-term implications of that. And I like to think long-term, and so I was thinking about that as well. So a lot of things were happening, not to mention the US elections had my attention, and what was happening there was unprecedented. Congratulations to President Trump for having a great victory. and USA is going to have a bright future. I mean, I'm a big Trump supporter. Maybe you think differently, but I personally I'm a Trump supporter, and I'm a big fan of Elon Musk. I've read many books of President Trump, and I know exactly how he thinks and the type of maneuvers he's planning. And I recommend reading his books. If you maybe hate him, you don't like him, I highly recommend reading his books, and your opinion might change. So that's something else that had my attention, was the US elections, because anything that happens in the US has the effect on the rest of the world. And there is a saying, if America sneezes, the rest of the world catches cold. So that's I think it was a very important event. I think it was a very historic event, and how President Trump won the elections. I watched every single one of his speeches, every single one of his interviews, and went quite deep into the US elections, because I think the freedom of speech was at stake. Not just freedom of speech, but freedom itself was at stake, because some of the policies that the other side was proposing could have had a catastrophic effect. And I don't know about you, but have you felt that last 5 years during the Biden administration, did you feel like world was going a little bit crazy? I don't know how you feel about that, but I felt that last 5 years, just after COVID, that there was like an epidemic of mental illness, where you have all of this crazy stuff that never was there. I mean, men playing in women's sports, and the whole gender, race, ideology, and all of that. I mean, I wasn't taking any of this seriously, because I don't see it around me happening too much. But this thing started to, I have never in my 30 years on this planet have seen something like this. And I couldn't understand what was behind it, and then when I started to watch President Trump and Elon and all of these phenomenal figures, I started to understand what the hell was going on. And it was important for me to map that, the journey of what exactly happened during the Biden administration. The whole world essentially broke into war. And I have been even apprehensive to travel, because who knows where which country is next. They were saying, oh, Hungary is next after Ukraine, that President Putin is after. I don't know, but so it was very complex to make decisions where to. I plan to expand and go into Europe at some point, or US, and set up projects there. So I have to have a long-term view. So a lot of thought process had to go into that, and my attention got taken away with that. And I'm sure you have been following it also. I think the world had stopped, at least in my experience, to watch the US elections. And so once again, congratulations to President Trump, and also a late Happy New Year to you all. And I will be posting more videos. I have a lot of topics written down on various subjects, and I'll be sharing that with you. And also, I would like to know what you want to talk about. If there's something that you're dealing with in your life, whether it's in business, in finance, maybe personal life, procrastination. It could be any subject that you would want me to talk about. If there is a specific subject that you would like me to talk about, or want my opinion or view, please comment below. I'd like to hear your thoughts. And it can get a little bit challenging to anticipate what you're thinking and anticipate the topics that you want to talk about. So if you could share that with me, then I know, okay, this is what you would like to know, and for me to expand or offer advice on that. The other thing that had my attention is that recently quite a few clients have signed up, and I was doing the sessions for them to get them up to speed with the process of putting themselves in positions of acquiring companies. So recently, one of my clients, Joseph, managed to close a law firm on a $250,000 delayed fees, which means he has completed his board. He went to the law firm and he, over a few meetings, he was managed to convince them that to perform services of up to $250,000 and delay that to the first acquisition. And Joseph is in his 20s and he's doing this for the first time. And he signed up sometime last year when the channel had just started. And he's got some pretty powerful people on his team now, and his whole position has changed from where he started. So it's been incredible. I have another client, Om, who has also a very powerful board. He has a very senior executive in Coca-Cola as his chairman, and many other board members, and he's now also talking to the law firms. So quite a lot of progress, and many more clients have signed up, and they've started the process. If you want to get started, reach out to me. The prices have gone up since last year, and this is something that I think I mentioned. So if you're interested, please reach out to me, and we can set up a free consultation call where we'll spend time, we'll look at what your situation is and what your future is that you want. And if you see this model is fit for what you want to accomplish with respect to your goals. And if it's a fit, if you think this is the right model, then we can move ahead. So, and you have to be serious. There's a lot of work involved. There's a lot of sacrifices, but you can find yourself in some pretty remarkable positions. And when I started off with the channel, I didn't know. And when Joseph signed up, or various my other clients signed up, I didn't know that they would be able to do something like this. I have consulted other clients, and they have been able to get in these positions. But when somebody signs up, I don't know if they're going to be able to put themselves in that position, because it takes work, and they don't know. So it's a discovery. So it always amazes me when they are able to do it, and they're able to do things that they haven't done before, and they were not able to do it before, and then now suddenly they are able to do it. And your relationship with yourself changes, and you have a sense of pride, sense of self-esteem that comes with that, and I think that's extremely valuable. So reach out to me, and let's have a conversation, and I'll talk to you soon.